All right, let's take a look at how you can add icons to your program. This isn't any huge deal, but it's kind of one of those nice little finishing touches to put on your project. If you were publishing a program, you'd want it to have an icon instead of, up here in the top left of the form, you've got this little, three little squares thing that's the icon for your form right now. And so you can change that. It's easy to do. There is, when you click the form here, there's an icon property. Okay. Now, one thing you should note is that you need a .ico file for that. So let me bring up a web page here, and we're just gonna, if we do a Google search, let me do this first, and then I'll just, for icons, you'll notice there are a lot of different options here. Another thing there is too is if you can get converters to convert any picture you have to an icon. Let me go back with my okay, yeah, I did if I do a search for .ico files, that's a better search to do. I was just kind of spacing out on that for a second. And you'll see this Converticon, I think, is one I've used before that's pretty good, and it allows you to take your own pictures and make them into icons, if convert it to an ICO file if you want. There are online archives of these that are free. I just went in here and searched for sound, and I downloaded one of these that looked like a speaker here, and I just downloaded it to my desktop. Okay, so I got the ICO file for it. So once that has been downloaded, all you really have to do here in your little icon property area for the form here is go out and find it. Let's see, and here it is, and I say open. And now you'll notice that the icon right here on my form in the top left just looks like that little speaker. Okay, and then if I run the program, that's in there obviously, but also you'll notice like down here in my taskbar where the program shows up, it's not those three little squares, it's I can see that icon in there. So that's kind of nice. It's not though the icon for the whole program. You know how like when you have the executable file, say on your desktop or whatever, if we want to change that icon, we do need to go to a different thing here. If I double click on my project in the Solution Explorer, and here again, and then I'll pick the Application tab, you notice that on the Application tab here, it says icon, and the default icon is just this kind of, I don't know, little box looking thing that's for the executable. But you can also browse here and once again pick the ICO file that you wanted, and these could be different. It could be different ones on the different forms. It could be a different one for the whole program that it is on the form, but now I'm going to make that icon be the icon for my executable that runs the program as well. And you notice once you add it here, it adds over in your Solution Explorer window as well for the icon as the whole project. So it's not a hard thing to do. It's not a big deal, but it's kind of a nice little finishing touch. Just got to have a .ico file, and that just makes your program look a little better. You can, like I said, you can have different icons for different forms if that makes sense to do that, and then you could have a different icon that represents your whole project as well. So have fun doing that.